Welcome to Season 5 in My Team, Power Within. There is so much going on this season, but let's start with the sharpshooting level 40 reward card, Dark Matter Ray Allen. That's right, for the first time in NBA 2K22, the level 40 reward card in My Team is a Dark Matter. Also new this season is dynamic ratings. There's a new league set of
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Dallas. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, a game behind.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Andre Drummond is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Ivy in at the 2 spot. And for Portland, out on the wings for him, McCollum and Powell. Nurkic is out there with Myers-Leonard, and it's Lillard in at the 1. And Brent, clearly a lot of games left on the schedule, but when do players start taking notice of the standings?
Yeah, I feel like All-Star break is always the time, Kevin, where you're looking at things and you're trying to do the math about, okay, let's see, we got 34 games to go. We're going to have to, be 20 and 14 to get ourselves into this position. But usually at the All-Star break, when guys are away, you take assessment of that, and then you know that second half of run where you've got to get to in order to be a team competing in the postseason.
Now, here's Doncic after the miss from Damien Lillard. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
McCollum finds Nurkic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Lillard from outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful. Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
First one falls for him. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Good on the second free throw.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe.
And he makes all three.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Ivy passes to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Passes it to Bullock. Inside and stolen by Lillard. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. McCollum left side. Gets an open look and hits. Doncic with it. Lets it go from 14. Porzingis, nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Comes up empty down low.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Drummond working against Powell. Shot clock at 5. Over Porzingis. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. To the left wing. Now Bullock. Back to Doncic. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And during that second year in the league, Luka Doncic took the lead, averaging 28, 9, and 9, looking like the European version of LeBron James.
Now here's Powell. That shot, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Doncic way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got 6.
And so often acting as the catalyst. Doncic there playing off the ball, ready to catch and fire.
Now here's Nurkic. Up top Leonard. It's McCollum on the wing. Portland again missing. Dallas with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Bullock with it. Powell's there. Bullock passes to Drummond. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's McCollum after the made shot from Andre Drummond. And the pass to Lillard. Powell with it. 6 on the shot clock. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Now here's Drummond. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Nurkic. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
The offensive rebound. And Leonard gets it to go.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Dallas.
Here's Ivy, who's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Trailblazers trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Pass to Ivy. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And for old school centers like Andre Drummond, the modern NBA posing some challenges, he's not quite the floor spacer.
Well, he's not, but still on the defensive end, I think, GA, if you have a guy that kind of size and that kind of athleticism against certain teams that play another compact big, he becomes a guy to clog up the lane, block shots, and still be a deterrent on the inside.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Nurkic. Watanabe comes in for Myers-Leonard. Simons, he's checked in for McCollum. And Washington subbed in for Lillard. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Watanabe. He's guarded by Bullock. Simons from outside. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 6. Pass to Drummond. Lays it up off the glass. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now, here's Washington. This game he had 10 points. And then Griffin with the dunk.
That's what you come to see there. Blake Griffin sky high on that dunk. The D has to keep him from getting that deep.
Ivy kicks to Anthony. Here's Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here is Powell. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Bullock, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And with every team looking for floor spacers, Brent, Bullock is a very good veteran option.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you just don't want to let him get going, and continues to draw the attention of the defense to create the kind of gravity for other players on the floor to have opportunity.
They throw good, Bullock, and the Trailblazers making a change here. Ross is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Rockets. Washington, that's good.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Outside Hardaway. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ross with it. Here's Simons. Watanabe. And it's blocked by Brown. Ross against Hardaway. Out to Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Bullock. It's hauled in by Watanabe.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Trailblazers third.
Just tremendous accuracy from the three-point line last season. Instead of heaving up every opportunity and quick chance that they got, it was about ball movement and finding the open shooter.
Now here's Brown. 9-point game his last outing. Passes it to Bullock. With the drive. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ross against Anthony. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They're leading by 8. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Doncic is checked in for Reggie Bullock. Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. Down low. Here's Ross. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 34-point game against Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Now, Ross, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Anthony, the pass to Brown. Here's Powell. Outside Hardaway. Outside Anthony. 5 on the clock. The pass to Powell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Over to the wing. Here's Washington, and the shot falls short this time. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ross against Doncic, and it's Portland with the rebound. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Washington with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and it's Washington missing.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And the shot is good. Anthony's got his second basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And here's Washington outside. No good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. There's the 3. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Doncic. 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Simons surveying the D. Shot to stop the run. Doesn't go that time. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 15. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, with the talent around him, Damien Lillard able to play off the ball. He explained how that helps him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. Usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. The energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, and Damien Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Anthony is out there with Porzingis, and it's Brown in at the center, filling out the middle. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Tries yet again.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Ivy's checked in. Driving the lane. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past, as they're trying to understand the rhythm and flow of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways to get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about.
Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 12. Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. McCollum outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Mavericks. McCollum outside to the paint. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Lillard. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poked loose and stolen by Ivy. Drummond passes to Porzingis. Pass to Ivy. Clock at 6. Doncic looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
The first one falls. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
That one good for 2.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10, and it's in there. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Doncic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight. That free throw good from Doncic. Both free throws good from Doncic.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 12. He kicks to McCollum. Inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that, you know, you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. You know, CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Shoots over Doncic. They get the rebound. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Here's Ivy. Portland grabs the miss. Nobody near Leonard. The three-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 21. Down low, here's Ivy, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now, here's Nurkic, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Griffin's checked in for Nurkic. Watanabe comes in for Leonard. Simons, he's checked in for McCollum. And Washington subbed in for Damien Lillard. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Now Griffin. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Locked up there for Powell. That shot off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ivy passes to Bullock. Pass to Drummond. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He takes it in. The shot's good from Simons.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Mavericks leading by 21. Doncic passes to Drummond. Here's Ivy. Kicks it to Powell. Drummond trying to get himself free. Powell, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Washington, and the layup falls. Washington's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 21. Here's Washington. Count it. Good. Washington's got 6.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Drummond passes to Powell. Doncic right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's Ross in for Powell. All free throws good from Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 21. Pass to Nurkic. 1:53 left now here in the second. It doesn't go for him. And so Powell will bring it up for Dallas. Here's Brown. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Washington, and it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Powell, the pass to Doncic. Now Anthony, he's guarded by Ross. Hardaway with a wide open look. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Simons, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Locked up there for Powell, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Simons, 9 points last game out. Ross against Anthony. No good from Ross. Dallas shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Simons, the pass to Watanabe. And there's the pass to Washington. Shot clock at 3, and the layup's good off the glass. Washington's got 8 points. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Myers-Leonard is out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Lillard misses. Now the Mavericks with it. Pass to Bullock. Doncic outside. Here's Ivy. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 9 assists now tonight. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Going inside, and he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 14 points.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And Doncic, here we go.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Cullen passes to Nurkic. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Rebounded by McCollum. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And out of Lehigh, C.J. McCollum, probably the best player ever out of the Patriot League.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch, Kevin. In 2013, when he was taken 10th in the NBA draft, I think a lot of people were trying to look up not just C.J. McCollum's name, but where Lehigh was in the country. But that draft pick has paid off huge for Portland. Him and Lillard have been one of the most dynamic backcourts in the league for the last few seasons. And it is a tough matchup on a nightly basis to try to produce against what McCollum brings to the table offensively. Well, you have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
Two shot.
The first free throw is good.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
And he makes both free throws. Mavericks leading by 22. Now Doncic, 21 points in the game, shoots over Lillard, and it's Doncic missing. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. Leonard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Leonard. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And that one's good, Doncic.
And when Luka finds an opening on the perimeter, he does not hesitate. Great focus on that triple.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
And Portland has possession. McCollum right side. Tipped away. And stolen by Ivy. He dishes it to Doncic. And it goes down 2 points. Doncic has got 26 points. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. And it's McCollum off the drive. Doesn't go for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Doncic with it. Now defended by McCollum. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Can they get it? Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. Passes it to Ivy. Now Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Here's Burke. Here he goes. Portland grabs the miss. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard outside. Now here's Drummond. He's got 10. Now the pass to Bullock. Here's Porzingis. And it's Portland with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Lillard. Porzingis with the steal. Dishes to Ivy. Pass to Burke. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And here's McCollum for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. That's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum. Out to the right wing. Here's Ivy. He's guarded by McCollum.
Ooh. Okay.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here's Lillard. 19 points in the game. That shot by Griffin, no good. Feeds to Drummond. Over Griffin. And it's Drummond missing. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Watford. Second shot opportunity. And that one is off. Nice D from Porzingis. And he drives in. Offensive rebound. And Drummond kicks to Ivy. And stolen by Lillard. McCollum outside. Now the dish to Griffin. That's a 2 from Lillard. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Dallas making a switch here. Pass to Drummond. Now Brown. Passes to Burke for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ross finds Griffin. Back to Ross. Launches it. That one doesn't go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Hardaway. No good there with the step-back J. Portland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And there's the drive. And it's Simons missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Washington. Here's Brown. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Brown's got his first 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Washington, that's for 2. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Mavericks shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. There's the lob to Brown. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The pass to Ross. Over Drummond. And another shot. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The Mavericks shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Brown, good. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Basket, good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Pass to Burke. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to McLaughlin. It's hauled in by Watanabe. Watanabe's got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep Washington. Rebounded by Anthony.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Anthony. 7 points in the game. Washington finds Ross. Driving to the basket.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here is Hardaway. Guarded closely. Out to Anthony. 4 on the clock. McLaughlin. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Washington with it. Brown on him. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Dallas. Hardaway has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And the shot goes in. McLaughlin's got 5 points now in the quarter. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Simons the pass to Ross. Here's Watanabe. Guarded by Powell. To the inside. Here's Simons. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Beyond the arc. Can't connect. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Mavericks on top, just dominating this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Dwight Powell is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Brown. Then there's Hardaway. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. Now here is Hardaway. To the middle. Ross with the steal. Down low. Here's Watanabe. Banked in off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Passes it to Powell. Griffin against Marjanovic. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And it's Brown missing. And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's McLaughlin. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 6. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
The Trailblazers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Griffin kicks to Ross. Dunn dishes to Ross. Outside Griffin. Ross against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway against Ross. Here's McLaughlin. Lobbed up there for Powell. Griffin with the steal. And here is Dunn. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. No good from Ross. Mavericks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Brown inside. He's guarded by Ross. And it's Brown missing. Here's Griffin. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And that's what Griffin does best. They're remarkable how he maintains control and schools the D.
Inside. Here's McLaughlin. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Ross finds Brown. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Now here is Hardaway. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Bullock with it. There's the pass to Powell. Here's McLaughlin. Drains it from beyond the arc. McLaughlin's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Watford. Great D that time from Powell. Marjanovic passes to Powell. Brown kicks to Bullock. From the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Griffin. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Here's Watford. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Brown outside. Here's Powell. The rebound by Watford.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Griffin. Here's McLaughlin. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brown will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Dallas. Brown feeling it out a bit. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Powell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now here's Brown. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
Washington's checked in for Portland. And Dallas also making a switch. Burks is checked in. That one is no good.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Here's Watford. Shoots over Powell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Now here's Burke. Driving inside. Shoots over Washington. Burke can't get it to go. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Here's McLaughlin. Portland making their last shot. Over in the corner, Brown. Shot on the wing. Portland grabs the miss. Griffin's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. 2 points, that one goes.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And so Griffin will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Watford. Watford, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Powell finds Marjanovic. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Powell. Tries again. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Now, Washington. Pass to Watford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Burke, the pass to McLaughlin. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Pass to Watford. It's rebounded by Dallas. McLaughlin, the pass to Burke. And here is Marjanovic. Back to Burke. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Luka Doncic.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And here are the Mavericks now. The Blazers getting the bucket. It's Brown on the wing. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Kept alive. Powell, that's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Washington. The Mavericks making the shot. Off target with his 3. Now, here's Burke. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.